Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quantum Football. Today, I'm going to bring you guys some news that happened today. So, the Ravens trading away Orlando Brown to the Chiefs, and I know this is this is absolutely insane. Now, the Chiefs went from one of the worst O lines in football in the offseason, getting rid of both their tackles and just replacing them with guards, into getting one of the best tackles in the NFL in Orlando Brown. And he's pretty young too. So the Chiefs are now stacked. That's no question. They're going to be absolutely insane with that O line. And now they're probably Super Bowl favorites. I mean, their O line consists of Kyle Long, Orlando Brown, Joe Tooney. I forgot who their center is, and I think they grabbed a right tackle in free agency as well. They just completely revamped that O line and basically improved it, if I'm honest with you guys. So, of course, we have to make sure that they didn't give up quite too much here. So let me move my camera real quick. And by the way, hopefully you guys like this setup now. I've completely moved the mic out of the way. You can see it coming up from the top. Yeah, I think it just looks nicer that way, and I think the sound quality is basically the same. So, also, sometimes I eventually or occasionally just blow into the mouth, blow into the mic, not the mouth, and it sounds really bad. So, this obviously is not going to happen anymore. But yeah, the Chiefs got Orlando Brown, 2022 sixth, and the number 53 overall for their first round pick, a round 3 pick, the number 104 overall this draft class, the number 136, and the number 184. And I think this is just a huge win-win for both sides. I think that Orlando Brown was probably leaving the Ravens come next offseason. So you can't really get too much more out of him than this right now. So all things considered, I love this trade for the Ravens. It's I mean, especially getting a bunch of picks in this draft class where it's absolutely stacked. It's super deep and super top heavy. So getting that number 31 pick overall is really good for them. They can probably draft a replacement. Maybe Tevin Jenkins falls to them at 31. And maybe they go out and grab some wide receivers with these picks. And then, you get some depth pieces in the later rounds. And all they had to give up was the second round pick. So they basically are, trading up with the Chiefs, essentially. And they get a bunch of picks in return with the Orlando Brown trade. So, yeah, I think both sides heavily benefit here. I think the Chiefs, loving Orlando Brown in this case. And I mean, I think Ravens got max value here. So what does this mean for the Chiefs now? Now, the only problem that Mahomes had this entire offseason, the only question we had was going to be, what's happening with that O-line? I mean, they just released both their tackles. Like, what's going on here? And now you can just check that off their list of the only thing that they need to do in the offseason. They got basically the ideal replacement. So insane. Absolutely insane by them. So good job on the Chiefs here. And yeah, like I said, the Ravens. What does this mean for them? They get picks upon picks upon picks for this draft. They got insane value for what was going to happen to Orlando Brown. He might have even sat out the season because he was that upset with the Ravens. Probably not. I would have assumed that he would have played and then just gone in free agency, but it was a possibility for sure. He was really upset with the Ravens organization, and the fact that they, could sell him for this much is absolutely incredible. So, yeah, if I had to give grades for the teams, I mean, Chiefs, probably an A. Not much better you can do. I think you could probably, if I had to nitpick here, I could probably say that, oh yeah, Mahomes and the Chiefs, like they could have gotten him for less. Like, but I think there was like, I think I saw some news where I think there was like 12 or so teams trading for Orlando Brown. So if you have to give up a little bit more to secure that tackle spot for yourself, especially when that was a huge question going in the offseason, incredible. A for me. Not an A plus because I guess technically you could get them for a little bit less, but I mean, can you do much better? I don't know. And then the Ravens, probably an A as well. I mean, if I had to nitpick here once again, I would say that the Ravens, should have sold him earlier on in the offseason. He probably would have gotten more value. But like I said, the Chiefs, the other teams, they probably were thinking, okay, we probably shouldn't be spending too much. We probably shouldn't be trading too much of our assets right now. He's going to be worth a little bit less later on. And I think that's right. I've been hammering that point this whole offseason. I hammered it home with the Darnold pick. So, yeah, just win-win for both sides. I know people are very upset that now the Chiefs get, one of the best O-lines in the NFL, and they don't have to give up like basically anything for it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, the Chiefs are stacked now, and yeah, we might just get a rematch in the Super Bowl from last year, which would be pretty funny. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I mean, insane trade here. It's gonna shake up Mox just a little bit. I don't think too much is going on differently than what we had previously. If you think about it, right, the Chiefs were probably going to draft an O lineman there, and now the Ravens need to replace Orlando Brown, and they probably would do it with that pick. Imagine like a Tevin Jenkins going to there. So yeah, it's just a different team now, essentially. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to probably be making more short form content from now on. Probably still be doing these news videos if they do come out, especially during the off season. I am going to also be doing a stream on draft day of the first round of the NFL draft. Basically just going to do a game show with some friends. That'll be extremely fun. I have some Google form questions that I'm going to send out to a bunch of people in the community, see how many responses I can get. And it's just basically going to be a bunch of props for the draft, and it's going to be like a little mini competition. And some of those props will be included in the game show. So yeah, look forward to that. So I'll see you guys in the next one.